when you're marketing, it's very important to understand your competitor, knowing how your competitor is moving. Imagine being in a football game and somehow, some way, you knew what plays your rival team was going to run. That's equivalent to what I'm about to show you. So, let's just imagine there's only a few ways to go about this, all right? The ways to go about this is this. The average person, when they're searching for your products or services, they're going to start off at Google. They're going to start off at Google. So let's just imagine that I'm looking for a plumber, okay? So I'm going to type in plumber near me. And obviously, you're going to have some people show up right here in the ad space, okay? You got the original plumber. You got callthestripes.com. You got deltaplumbing.com. All of these guys are at the top because they are running these ads, right? You also have this Google My Business section over here as well. And you also have this organic listing, okay? So my two favorite spots to get a customer in is in this Google My Business section and also here in this organic section. Because if I can get you in this organic section, you're going to be there a lot longer. However, this is SEO, and I call SEO SE slow because it takes time to get you there. But usually, if I can get you there, you're going to be there, all right? So what you want to do is you want to keep your eyes on, let's say if you decide that you want to go with the paid advertisement campaign strategy, you want to keep your eyes on the guys that are spending money on ads. So if I was, contacted by a plumbing company and my rival was the original plumber here, naturally I would want to know what they are doing to run ads. What keywords are they targeting? That's what I want to know. What keywords are they targeting? I can see that they're doing really good. They're getting 11,000 organic clicks through SEO to their website every single month. They're ranking for 14,000, almost 15,000 organic keywords. If I was going through SEO, I can just look at what their keyword strategy is as far as SEO is concerned. Right now, I'm more concerned about what they're spending on Google Ads. So I can see that they're spending an estimated $2,000 a month on Google Ads, and they're only targeting 41 paid keywords. This is very interesting. 41 paid keywords. So if they're only targeting 41 paid keywords, I want to know what those paid keywords are. And so I see here that they are targeting emergency plumber near me, specific septic system repair contractors near me. These are all the keywords that they're targeting right here, right? So now I have, my crystal ball. I know exactly what they're doing as far as their Google ad strategy. Now, what do I do with this information? What I do with this information is this, okay? If I'm going through, if I'm targeting SEO, if I want to rank organically on the first page of Google, then I'll create some really good content that contains those keywords. There's a certain way that you can create the content so that when people start typing it in, you start showing up. But there's another formula that I use, that my company, Southern Web Services, that we use to help our clients out, so to speak, help them, because we don't want to go directly at these guys in the way that they are going at it. We want to be different. We want to stand out. And so knowing what these guys are doing is only 20% of the formula. There's another 80% of the formula that we put together for our clients that if they can afford it, we can make it to where these guys, we're not trying to click on all of these ads and run up their advertising dollars at all. but we can piggyback off of the success of other people in a different way that stands out, causes you to become ingrained into the minds of your audience, and it allows you to brand yourself at a higher level using the power of the internet. So just knowing this information is one thing. Knowing what your competitors are doing is another thing, but also knowing what to do with this data when you get it is the real meat and potatoes. And that's what we do. We take this complex data here, we take all of this stuff, this cool knowledge, this cool data that we're gathering, and we use it in a strategic way for you. And so if you want that for your plumbing company, your roofing company, whatever kind of company you have, if you are a blue collar company and you want to gain more of the market share, if you want to be more competitive with your competition, all you got to do is contact us, southernwebservice.com. We'd be more than happy to look under the hood and see what you guys, see what we can do for you. And I'll show you another thing that we do. So after we start, targeting your competitors, you need to track everything. And so what we'll do is we start tracking how many times the website or landing page generated a call, how many form submissions, and then we start tracking everything down to the ridiculous. Like what city and state were your customers or your potential customers finding you from? We break it down to the ridiculous. We can see Conyers, Georgia, Lithonia, Valdosta, Hawkinsville, Moultrie, Atlanta, Fitzgerald, Cordell, Perry, Warner Robins. We can track everything down to the ridiculous and see that, hey, man, the average person that came to your website from Conyers, Georgia, stayed on your website for an average of 3 minutes and 39 seconds. This is phenomenal because now we don't have to guess as to where our traffic is coming from. We know we are tracking everything on the back end, and we're collecting that data for you on your behalf so that every time someone opts in, we can make your marketing budget smaller and smaller and smaller because you can retarget to those individuals with an email marketing campaign. And so that's a long way of saying that we're pretty much freaking awesome at what we do, and we're very selective about who we work with. Here's some of our customers right here. We're very selective about who we work with because when we work with you, we pretty much, your enemies become our enemies. We don't work with 100 different people in your industry, in your geographical location. We don't share leads with anybody. When a lead comes through our portal for you, that's your lead. We don't share it with anybody. That's your information. And so a lot of contractors and blue collar companies, and just a lot of companies in general, they struggle because some of these third party platforms that they're using to generate leads from, those companies are sending those leads out to 3 and 4 other companies. And now, by the time you get around to calling your customer or your potential customer, they're already frustrated because they've already talked to 2 or 3 people by the time you contact them. So you want to stand out. You want to have your own platform set up so that you can stand out above the competition. And there's a way to do it. There's a science behind it. If you want that science, contact us.